Alright, welcome back to another Friday Night Fight Night. Tonight's game, Mario Kart Retro Rewind.
Much easier to say than the previous
way easier
Mario Kart party pack we did.
Fucking Mario Kart CTGP Revolution.
Child pornography revolutions technology.
Hey, how are we supposed to do that? We don't have anti-gravity.
Yeah. Or just turn up the gravity so much on that.
I like that they're like, here's the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart Circuit 1, but that course sucks, so here's the one from 8.
Yeah, I do find that funny.
Let me just crank the road gravity on this section. The only thing I know about this track is that, like, if you are going fast enough in Mario Kart 8, you can skip that whole gap in a drift.
I'm not sure.
And I'm like, neat. Sounds annoying. Will not do. Oh yeah, the longer and straighter these roads get, the harder my bike becomes.
You have a JoJo poke thing now?
Oh, you dare approach me?
Are you gonna hit me with Star Platinum?
Star Platinum? Well, I was playing Dio, so technically I'd be hitting you with The Worldo. The Worldo!
The world is absolutely busted. Stop
oh my
fucking
god,
time.
I just drove into every banana in a straight line like a fucking brilliant man.
The world, he has the ability to stop time, you know, absolutely busted. I
has
know Star
the-
Platinum gets that later, but
Honestly, they may as well be the same. Oh my god, I fell off the fucking course.
yeah, I do find that funny. That the world, it's not called
It's-
the world.
It's called The World, yeah.
That's what his stand is called?
Yeah, it's called The World. Yep.
Forgot that.
It's because they're named after tarot cards, and one of the tarot cards is The World. JoJo's, or, oh my god, Jotaro's is Hierophant, which is the Hierophant card.
Sorry, I just got annoyed because you finished the course, and then a blue shell was on its way to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then I
So it
became
came back
the one in first place, so it hit me.
Well, yeah, they can't make me lose position when I already won.
Yeah, you're right.
They can make you lose position to balance the game for the person.
But yeah,
in last
the world
place.
is the greatest thing ever.
Well, that and Road Roller, because of how he says it, where he says, "The world, roller, 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 roller." Also, he says "muda," which means useless, or yeah, useless, I think. So he's just screaming useless at you repeatedly. "Muda, muda, 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 muda." Where aura just means nothing. So that was a choice.
Yeah, they are incredibly similar.
Oh, no, wait. His stand is Star Platinum, but it's part of the Hierophant. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked.
Yeah, they have like families or some bullshit.
It's a complicated thing. Or maybe one of the other stands was named the Hierophant. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It's been like
a while.
at least 5 years since I've seen it.
Well, you need to rewatch it.
I'm still waiting for fucking Season 5 to come out. I didn't realize this was a remake of a Game Boy Advance course.
Yeah.
When we played it the last time. I still hate this course.
Yeah, it sucks.
Although I did perform a pretty sick skip by complete accident, so that was cool. You should go and rewatch that version when this gets released in several months. Well, weeks.
So you make a note, episode 6?
Yeah.
Well, that's still gonna be 2 months from now.
No, it's probably only gonna be like a month from now. We're really behind in Friday Night Fight Nights.
Oh no, I saw that we uploaded the most recent Mario Party one.
Yep.
And I was just like, oh, I don't think we have anything backed up.
We have one fighting game.
What did we play?
We played Persona 4 Arena Ultimate.
Right.
And that is going up literally
Next week.
Tomorrow. I'm putting that up, so that's going up this next Friday. So, like, yeah, we have nothing, essentially.
Yeah, which is part of another reason why I'm like, I think I can squeeze another one of these in.
Yeah. It's like, we have nothing.
We shall.
So this will all be going up pretty much next month because of that.
Red Shell.
Oh, fuck me. Is that your red shell too?
Nope.
Okay. Oh my god, and I got hit by a green shell. First to fourth, baby, let's go.
What's better than first to fucking like 12?
12, yeah, you're right. But not on this course. This course is actually bullshit.
This course.
It's like, this course is actually hard. Oh my god. Alright, they gave me the mushroom thing though. That thing's pretty OP. I can do a lot with that. I just need to not get touched.
I just need to not.
I just need to. Never mind. Luigi touched me immediately, and I lost it.
Yeah. Just need to touch him back.
Well, it's too late now. Now he's big boy Luigi.
Big
never mind.
Luigi. He's going out with Big Daisy. The running joke from this fucking series.
The city's gonna need one hell of a cleanup after that date.
Oh yeah.
Because let's be real, I've seen the Rule 34, and the Rule 34, and Daisy definitely not a shy person.
I mean, well, it's Daisy, who, let's be honest, her energy is either all or nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Somebody took the sound clips from like Daisy and like Mario Party and then Smash and like put it over just her being fucking absolutely insane. And they drew it. You probably might remember it. And it was just like Daisy just sitting there. Mm-hmm. And then just has a fucking spasm and it's just like, it's Daisy! Like, what the fuck? It's Daisy.
Yeah, she is pretty intense though.
Yeah. And somebody did draw a comic strip, and it was the funniest thing to me. And it was just like, Mario comes out, and he's just like, "Oh, did Daisy forget her bag?" To Luigi. And he's just like, "Oh yeah, it must be Daisy's." And he opens it, and it's got like a whip, a collar, some other stuff, and then it's just Luigi on the phone with Daisy. And Daisy's like, "What the hell do you mean I have to get a dog?" And he's just no, just please, come on, for me.
I don't know if you sent me that, or if I also came across it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was just like, this is the stupidest and greatest thing I've ever seen. Dude, Donkey Kong is like the Dio of this universe.
What do you mean? Yeah, I love it when he hits boost panels, man. That's like the funniest goddamn sound ever.
But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, this is the stupidest and funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, be careful of the cheese holes. They really send you into the stratosphere.
Yeah, they do.
It makes sense. We're supposed to be on a space cheese planet from Kirby. You know the one.
Yeah, well, we had those guys.
Yeah, the ones with the nice things.
From Sweet God.
Yeah.
Which I have that one, and that was a really good Kirby game.
I've never played a Kirby game. That's actually...
lie?
Yeah,
That's a lie.
Yeah, that's not true.
We played one on the show.
Yeah, but Oh no, I did play that. Which is co-op.
It was
Oh yeah, they're all co-op. I guess I have played a lot of Kirby games.
we played on the screen.
Yeah.
I've been co-op.
I guess I have played a lot of Kirby games.
I'm pretty sure we played every Kirby game that has been on the... that was ported or made for the Switch.
You are correct.
However, we didn't play all the ones from the emulations that they made.
Yeah. We didn't play any of the Super Nintendo ones, which we probably should have considered. Considering. I got Lightning, Red Shell, Blue Shell.
So that means there's a chance.
Kinda. Kinda. Oh, cool! They gave me red boxes and everything.
That's all right. I missed the item block. Oh, this is only lap 2 for that.
Yeah, there's still time. There's still time for them to fucking tell you.
Yeah, they will.
And they will. Yeah, it's like, and they will. Can't see anything. I'm just gonna go straight and hope for the best. It worked out.
You know, I would play Kirby Air Ride with you, but I don't want to spend $100 for a copy of a game that's on the GameCube and never was re-released.
I've talked about this before, but every time this comes up, I go, "Didn't you end that game?" And
Yep.
then you go, "I did. I don't know what happened to it." And then
Yep.
that we have this conversation every time this comes up.
Yep, 100%. Mostly because it's another racing game we could play.
Yeah. I mean, I could just.
You
get
could
it.
obtain a
I
copy
could
of
just
it.
obtain a way to play it.
Yeah. And then obtain 100% completed save file as well to make it so it's a little less annoying. Because you have to unlock a lot of shit in that game.
That's true. But why would I do that when I could just get a copy of it? They're so easy to find and cost a very reasonable price.
$200.
Yeah.
Didn't you just say it was $100? Yes.
Dude, I had a moment where I was like wanting to pick up like a Super Nintendo, and I was like, I should really buy a Super Nintendo. I've been putting it off for way too long. And then I was
looked
like,
up the price?
and they were like, they went up to like $80, and the last time I looked, they were like $50, and I was like, damn. I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait it out. Now they're $100, and I'm like, I guess I shouldn't have waited it out. What the fuck happened?
Idiot, Chris.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck happened? There's no way people were spending $100 to get a shitty console that turns yellow if you look at it wrong. Like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck you people doing? You all own Nintendo Switches. All the games you want to play on the Super Nintendo is on there. Just pay $20 a month and you have them.
How would you do that?
Or, you know, just get a fucking emulator for your PC. The Super Nintendo has been able to be emulated since Windows 95. So...
You showed me, you just sent me a video that was stating that everything from the Xbox 360 can now be played on the PC.
Well, theoretically.
Theoretically.
Technically, it hasn't actually been done yet. And it's, like, a lot more work than, like, you know, it's not just like you push a button and now it just runs on PC.
Yeah.
Like, you need to,
Like some
it needs
people
to,
are
like,
trying to say.
yeah, like, it needs to be recompiled to work on PC. But they made the process of doing it, like, essentially super easy.
streamlined.
Yeah, it's, like, very streamlined.
Shit. I was going too fast and I bumped off a wall into the lava.
Because essentially what they did... Yeah, I'm also going too fast and I might just die anyways. Okay, no, we're good.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Dude, these
You'll have to
Bowser-
watch that, that was dope as shit.
Dude, these Bowser levels.
I hate
are
these
crazy,
Bowser
man.
levels.
They're so fast. Oh, like, all these Bowser levels are so fast. As soon as you hit the boost panels, you're, like, going crazy. Yeah, so you can, like, decompile and recompile them to readable C code, or C++
Whatever it is,
code,
yes.
whatever it is, for Windows, which is great, but, like,
You still have
you
to do
still have to
that.
translate, like, controls and stuff to PC, like, buttons and shit.
Which is way more work than people think.
Yeah, it's not like... It's theoretically not that bad, right? Because it's Windows, and the 360 is also Windows. So theoretically, if a game was, you know, maybe designed with PC controls already in mind, then they would just transfer one-to-one theoretically. Also, there's the possibility that because the DirectX input for PC is the same that it is on Xbox and all other Xbox systems, that plugging in a controller might just work out of the box without you having to do anything.
Possibly.
It's all theoretical, though. Theoretical. Requires a lot more testing.
But still, let's go.
It is really cool, though. Essentially, there is a strong chance that every single exclusive 360 game may not be exclusive at all.
Yeah, anymore.
Yeah, they might all be PC. And if that's the case, that's going to be even crazier because they're going to be PC ports, which means they're going to be moddable because we'll have direct access to the code. So they're all going to be like moddable games now.
Which is absurd.
Yeah, it's actually fucking crazy.
I almost lapped people on this level.
Yeah, you were way ahead. You were like miles ahead of me, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I kept falling in the lava though.
I think I fell off the lava once or twice.
Yeah, I like at least 6
Consistently,
times.
I
Yeah,
saw.
it's like at least 6 times. I have all these red shells, but I got nowhere to use them. I guess I'll just throw them behind me to fuck with the AI.
Yeah.
Look how far behind the AI is
Dude.
from me.
Yeah.
Let alone you.
No, I crushed that level.
Like, damn, dude. That was crazy. We were in a perfect draw.
Yeah, I crushed that level.
And we might end up in a perfect draw all the way to the end.
Yeah,
Because
there's
there's
4 more levels, so if we
exactly 8
both
worlds.
get second in 1 and 2 of them, we both get first in the other 2. Luigi's Circuit by Flint. By
I like Flip.
Hawkman? No. not Hawkman. Hawkeye?
That's right. Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, Flint.
Flint.
Yeah.
Flintography.
I forget what his last name, but it is legitimately Flint is the name of the character of Hawkeye.
I see. I did not know this.
Yeah. He's also deaf, I think, in the comics.
Just like Daredevil. Except Daredevil's the other one.
He's blind.
If
Hawkeye...
you combine the two powers together, they would be so powerful and useless.
Absolutely. This is not the Luigi circuit I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's the one for the Game Boy Advance. Did you forget that we were still on Game Boy Advance?
I did.
I see. That was your problem. I don't like these puddles, they're really hard to see.
Oh yeah, no, they suck.
Speaking of which, there's another one.
Well, this is a good one for you. This has a lot of straight lines.
Yeah.
But it also has got a lot of these hidden fucking
well, it
puzzles.
doesn't. It's still pretty hard actually because
A lot of shit everywhere.
yeah, there's a ton of crap. The puddles are really annoying because I have to go in a perfectly straight line. If I turn at all, I lose the speed boost. So like if a puddle is in my way, I'm just like screwed.
Blue shell.
Oh, that's great. I just got a green shell.
But yeah, so he's deaf.
Yeah,
And in the
the
comics.
and the other guy's blind.
And he's blind. But
And together they would be the most powerful superhero of all time, or the weakest man to ever live.
yeah.
We'll never know until we fuse them together, Mark.
Just imagine that existence. That would suck.
It's deaf blind person watching this video. I don't know what they said.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit me at an off angle? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck you, it's funny. Hurt my feelings.
You fucking gay. Dude, I fucking hate all these puddles.
Yeah, fuck you. What are you, gay? Don't like the puddles? Me and Derek immediately turned to toxic 2005 behavior. Just like when this game came out.
God.
I think this game came out in 2006 or 7.
Yeah, I think we looked it up in one of these prior.
Yeah. I know the Wii came out in 2006, and I want to say this came out like a year later, so I think this was 7. I don't believe this was a launch game.
No, the only launch game was Wii Sports.
Kinda true, though.
It's the best-selling game of all time for the Wii.
It's the best-selling game of all time, ever.
Mm.
Well, no, I think the original Super Mario Brothers beats it. Yeah, I think it beats it. But just barely.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
It's because it came with every single console, and that arbitrarily raised their numbers because Nintendo is Nintendo.
Yep. You're damn right. And then it came with included in Duck Hunt, and then it came included with Duck Hunt and Track and Field, and all of those count as sales for Super Mario Brothers. So, if you were like, I want to buy Duck Hunt, but the only copy is Duck Hunt plus Mario Brothers, I guess I'll get this copy. That counts.
Because Nintendo, and they like to arbitrarily say they have the best-selling consoles in the world.
They never have.
Well, but they'll tell you that they have.
Well, they never did until Nintendo, until Sony
Switch.
did. Yeah. No, I mean, the Switch isn't even the best-selling console. PlayStation 2 still outsold it.
Yeah, you're right.
Though the Switch technically hasn't stopped selling yet, so it could theoretically be there at some point.
Yeah, and now, now the thing is,
Bill.
PlayStation is now keeping like, yeah, no, we sold even more.
No, they actually did that. There's like proof of it. It's just people are being babies about it because the Nintendo fanboys are obnoxious.
Yeah.
They literally have an engraved console with the number 160 what was it, 160 million or something on it.
Whatever.
And it's like photo. It's like 160,283 or some shit. And they're like, and that photo came out, and the guy at the CEO of Sony at the time is like, yeah, that looks pretty official. That is what our warehouse would look like, and this is the kind of photo we would take. And then everyone was like, no.
No.
They're just saying that. And what really pisses me off about it is they're just saying that because Nintendo is encroaching on their numbers. And I'm like, Nintendo is still 10 billion consoles behind them. Why would they need to increase it another 5 million if they're still off by 10 million now? Like, why would they need to do that? Like, still having to prop them.
Fuck you.
It would be one thing if they sold more and then Sony was like, oh, well, actually, we sold 5 million more than that. No, they did it like 10 million while they were still 10 million ahead of Nintendo.
Because they're afraid, Chris.
They didn't need to.
So they're afraid.
Here's the thing, if the Nintendo Switch ends selling less than 550 million, then, like, they didn't need to at all, right? So people can't use it as an excuse, right? Because they would have lost either way,
my
right?
question is, how you still buy a PlayStation 2?
The same way you still buy a Sega Genesis, Derek, in Brazil. Because they're still made brand new in Brazil to this day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. In this case, that's not what happened. What happened is that Sony just stopped keeping track of it. Because at that point, they were only showing PS3 numbers. In fact, if you go to the site where it says their last numbers sold, it says approximately 155 million. And it had said that pretty much since 2010 is where it said that. Because Sony just stopped reporting the numbers. Because it was no longer their main selling console, the PS3 was. So they had no reason to report those sale numbers. Yeah, so they just never reported them. So, like, it could be way more than that. They could have sold 2 billion PS2s, and we never know. Because they weren't really keeping track of it either.
They probably have. That's actually funny, I didn't know that. I still didn't know they'd still made new ones.
Yeah, they eventually stopped, but they made new PS2s up until end of production, which was 2012. Yeah, they didn't stop making PS2s until 2012. Which is where everyone believes that photo is from, that says 160 million, 230, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
They believe that's the last one they made. They believe they made that one, made the plaque, gave it the number, and then killed production there. That was the last one. That's their thought. And they probably did, right? Like, that's probably where they cut it. But, like, we'll never actually know.
No, I'm hands down, the PlayStation 2 will probably be the best-selling console ever.
Yeah.
Well, not ever.
Well, people were like, the 3DS, the DS sold more than the PS2, but I don't count that because, one, it's a handheld. Also, it's not a console, they're a different kind of race. And two, they're including... My problem with it is they include the DS, the DSi, the DS Lite, the DSi, the DSi XL.
Of the DS?
Yeah, and I just don't count that at that point. I don't count... Like, the DS and the DS Lite, fine. You know what I mean? But I do not consider the DSi and the DS to be the same console, or the same handheld. They're entirely... As soon as you make games that are exclusive to the DSi, it's a new system. You know what I mean? If you have a game that can only be played on a DSi and can't be played on a DS, it's a new console. Yeah. What you're using is backwards compatibility at that point.
That's kind of like the whole thing with the what the heck is it called? The D&D. The new edition of D&D that's not really a new edition, but is a new edition of D&D.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's the best-selling thing, 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons, and it's just like, yes, but it's not actually 5th editions of Dungeons & Dragons.
Right.
You just didn't want to lose all the fan base, but you've already alienated all the fan base anyway. So.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, you're so right.
It just boggles my mind that companies do that shit.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not shocked.
It's all for money. Like,
but it just boggles my mind of like, why are you doing this stupidity?
Because that's the key word.
Money.
Because corporations love stupidity, especially if it makes them money.
I'm not a huge fan of this one.
Yeah, this is like hard to read. I don't know about you, but I'm having a really hard time figuring out where I'm supposed to be going.
Blue shell.
Speaking of which, that's off course. That's unfortunate. You son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
What is that from originally? Is that also Sandy not included? It is Sandy not included, that's why. They're into this fight, and he's just like, you son of a bitch, you bitch of a son!
I think of the you son of a bitch, and then it's Arnold and the other guy come up and they do the arm thing.
Oh, yeah,
Predator.
son of a bitch, I'm in. was a good one. There was a red shell coming for someone. I just don't know who yet.
It wasn't me.
It was Luigi.
Fucking Luigi.
I sent it out and then it went right past the person I thought it was going to go for, and I'm like, I don't know who it was going to, but it's going to someone. I keep doing that. I keep like going right, like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go.
No, that's all off-road. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta be careful with the off-road. I'm taking these turns too tightly. Yo, these turns, they're getting too tight. I lost my first place because of that, unless you fall off.
I almost did.
Because I don't have an item and I have no way to catch up. That green shell was unnecessary.
I know.
See, I hold my items when I go past the finish line, like 99% of the time. Derek's like, eh.
Well, I drop them because I don't need them. And it fucks up the placement of any AI behind me. Or Chris.
Yeah, I get it. You already won. You don't need to do that, alright? It's just rubbing salt in the wounds, man. I'm just saying. It's fucked up.
Well, I need to get first place on this one for us to tie.
Yeah, I need you to not do that. That's where I'm going with this.
And I need you to get second place for us to tie.
I need a nice,
That is
clean
quite a
victory.
view of going into the distance.
Yeah, you know. He just wanted to admire the landscape, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Look at the sunset. It's named Sunset something.
I will say, I do appreciate not having to deal with the coin bullshit of Mario Party and Mario Kart 8.
Dude, right? I don't like the coin system. Which is funny, because I really like Mario Kart 7. But I do not like the coin system.
Make me big!
Oh no. Not Big Daisy.
Big Daisy is here!
So stupid. Oh, yo. There's some really tight corners on this one. It's good for you. Well, it's kind of good for me too, to be fair, but for different reasons.
Blue shell.
Fuck, that's bad. Yeah, that's all. It was bad. Hey, yo, where's that referee? He was trying to fuck on me.
What?
Oh, Derek, I got stories to tell you, man. There's a... You know Cody Rhodes, right?
Yeah, Cody Rhodes!
Yeah, Cody Rhodes. He's the current WWE champion, just got kicked in the place by John Cena. I haven't had a chance to talk about any of this, but this is the last fucking episode, so I really don't have time to do it.
To get too into this.
But fucking... He tells a story that I like, because he used to work with another wrestler of his era called Ted DiBiase Jr. And there was one night where they fucked up and they counted a 3 count when they weren't supposed to, and the match ended really early, which is bad, right? Vince McMahon gets very angry about that.
Yeah, I bet.
So they end up going to the back, and Cody Rhodes is like, I make eye contact with Vince, and I'm like, I'm waiting for it because I know it's coming, you know, but we're gonna get a stern earful on this one. And then before he says anything, fucking DiBiase blows through the curtain behind me. You nice try, fucker.
I had to try.
It was a good attempt. But he's like, he blows through the curtain behind me, fucking fast as shit, and he just goes, where's that referee? He was trying to fuck on me. And we're all flabbergasted, because it was the most incorrect use of the word fuck any of us has ever experienced. And Vince McMahon just goes from having his chance and just slowly puts his headset back on and just sits back down at the desk and just ignores it ever happened.
Yes.
Oh man. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next Friday Night Fight Night. Peace till then.